Welcome everyone, and thanks for joining me today. I know most of you, but for those who don't know me, my name is John, last name. Today I'll be presenting a proposal for a course called Ready, Set, Engage. I'd like to begin by asking you a question. What do you think is the biggest challenge for teachers in our school? Any idea? In order to find out the answer to this question, I conducted a needs analysis of our teachers. I sent out a survey and I observed classes. You might be surprised by my results. I found out that the biggest challenge is student engagement. From the survey, I found out that 85% of teachers report challenges with student engagement. When I observed the classes, I saw that student participation was unequal or lacking. So what can we do about this problem, I asked myself. That's when I decided on a training course called Ready, Set, Engage to solve this problem. Let me tell you how this will benefit students, teachers, and administrators like you. Ready, Set, Engage focuses on student-centered methodology. It will provide teachers with the knowledge and skills that are used in student-centered methodology. It will engage students and increase participation. And Ready, Set, Engage will improve student performance, including their grades. My overall goal is that by the end of the course, participants will be able to use student-centered teaching concepts in their teaching context. So we've talked about the course description and goal. Now let's look at the training outline. Let's start with the course objectives. Participants will be able to define characteristics of student-centered teaching, plan needs analysis strategies, identify student-centered characteristics in a lesson plan, and create student-centered activities and lesson plans. We'll do a variety of activities during the course to help the participants meet the objectives like read and discuss articles, plan needs analysis, watch teaching videos, review and evaluate lesson plans, use and share technology tools, and create lesson activities and plans. I have done some research and discovered that according to Taylor, student-centered teaching increases student motivation and engages students in a communication, which are required for language learning. We can see that this idea from expert in the field supports a student-centered teaching methodology. I have also found supporting evidence from a case study at Fictional High School in Kabaya. They reported a 10% overall increase in English final grades after their teachers received this training. In addition to an increase in grades, I also found testimonials from teachers and principals about how training in student-centered teaching had impacted their students in a positive way. You can see some of their positive comments here. After learning about all of the positive aspects of conducting this training, you're probably wondering, what about the logistics? Who, when, where, and how? I have answers to all of those questions. The participants will be all high school English teachers in grades 9 to 12 in our school. The training could be held on Saturdays from September 9th to October 14th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. in classroom 5 here at the school. I will need a projector, readings, teaching videos, and handouts. A budget of $45 to $55 for photocopies would be sufficient. Now that we've talked about the logistics, let's move on to assessment and evaluation. My assessment plan would include a presentation of lesson plans and teaching tools and a submission of a final lesson plan. The course evaluation will be a goal-based evaluation, so the participants will be looking at their goals and determining if they met those goals. So as you can see, today we talked about a big problem, low unbalanced student participation, and I have given you a solution to this problem, teacher training in student-centered methodology. And why is this the best solution? Well, it will give teachers knowledge, skills, and strategies, increase student motivation, and meaningful communication to improve learning, and it has been proven to increase student success. I hope that today you have seen the benefits of conducting this training. I also hope that you will grant permission for me to conduct Ready, Set, Engage with our teachers. Thank you for your time and consideration.